So got something that is a little concerning to me. I mean, it's not the biggest deal, but for the peace of mind I need to check them, which means I need to undo some stuff that I have done, and it's in regards to the shocks. So, and I found it just by chance by reading on one of the forums. I was like just lurking, and I saw that there is a rebound adjustment for the Koni shocks. And I had to do some digging to find out some information on where that adjustment is and how to adjust it. And the concern is that they're not all set the same. Like there's a setting between, I think it's 0, 1, 2, 3, so 4 settings to adjust the rebound on the shocks. And I had to do some digging, got into the Koni site and did some digging in there and found some documentation on it, took a screen capture of the information so I have the documentation for myself. But here's what's going on that I need to do. So here's the shock mounted up. This is the rear one on the driver's side. So I got to take it off so that, or at least pop the top, lean it over, remove the spring or whatever. I might be able to do this in place, but I might not. We'll see. I'll do one and see how far I have to go. But the adjustment, I think, is underneath this cap here. There's a push button, and then you clock the shaft clockwise or counterclockwise to set the rebound value. All the way counterclockwise is 0, and then it'll click once. That's 1, 2, and 3. 0 being the softest, 3 being the hardest, for rebound only. So I'm going to get into here and see what it's set at, and if there is truly a button in here. Okay, so let's try to take some footage here, but it looks like there is an adjustment. So this is the button, this button right here. So from what I understand, the way you adjust it is you push the button and then you rotate the shaft, because right now you don't know where it is really. So you need to basically send the shaft one direction or the other, and then however many clicks from there lets you know where you're at based on its hard stop. So you push the button and rotate all the way clockwise, which should bring it to 0, or bring it counterclockwise to go to 0, or clockwise to go to either 2 or 3. And I think these shocks go up to 3. 3 being the hardest on rebound, 0 being the softest on rebound, and everything in between. And from what I understand, the recommended setting that you want these set at for the Factory 5 Cobra is the softest. So we'll see what's going on here and see where it's at, and then we have to check all the other shocks to see where they're at, with the most important part being that they're all set to essentially the same value. You don't want one corner super hard, one corner super soft, or whatever. It might affect the drivability, might cause issues with bump steer if it's on the front end, I don't know. But this is something that I just discovered on the forum, so let's see where they're at. Okay, so the Koni documentation says with the damper shaft already fully extended, you push the button, you find the 0 stop. So push the button, rotate, and there, felt it engage. It feels like that's the stop there, so that should be all the way soft. So now we just put it back together and rinse and repeat for the other 3 shocks to check where they're at. This one seemed to be set at about a 1. So out of the 4 shocks, only 1 was not at the proper setting. It was set at like a 1. And all the rest of them were good. They were all set at 0. So all 4 corners are now set on the rebound of 0, which is the softest, which is what they're recommended, at least on the information I've been able to find from the other builders and stuff. So that's done. So now we can move forward and I have that peace of mind.